What's up, you guys? Welcome to another book review. Today I want to share with you 5 lessons from one of my favorite books, Reinventing Yourself by Mario Alonso Puig. Lesson number 1. You are capable of much more than you believe. Here's a quote from the book. Beneath many of one's deepest fears, there isn't a real inability to face them, but rather the belief that one is unable to do so. So then you don't have to get rid of the fear. You have to get rid of the belief that you're unable to face that fear. How do you do that? Great question. The best thing that has worked for me is doing the things I'm scared of. And then I prove to myself that I am able to face my fears. It's when we do those things that scare us and we show up that we actually gain a new perspective. And that's when our beliefs change. Lesson number 2. Our current identity must die in order to transform. As we grow up, we design this image of who we think we are. And the older we become, the more we think that image is rigid and fixed, but it's not. You can change your personality whenever you want to, but it gets really hard because now you have to forget who you once were. And not only do you have to forget, you actually have to let that version of you die. And that's really painful. Here's a quote from the book. It is not that we can't change, but rather there is a huge resistance to change inside ourselves, which we don't realize is there. So when you are on the brink of transforming or changing or growing, get ready because you will feel resistance. You will feel fear. The person that you've always been, that identity, that personality is scared because it's going to die, because it has to die if you want to become someone new. Lesson number 3. You must become the master of focusing your attention. So if you watch the news or you spend time with negative people, you will take on that negative energy. And wherever you focus your attention, that's literally what you become. Here's a quote from the book. The way in which we focus our attention can be a source of well-being or imbalance in our lives. So just be a little bit more aware and notice how things make you feel. Because the way that you feel is what you are emanating outward. That becomes your personality, and that creates your life. Lesson number 4. Learn to ask better questions. Questions like, why me? Or what's wrong with me? Or this again? These are disempowering questions that you're always going to find a disempowering answer to. So you've got to ask better questions, empowering questions like, how might this be preparing me for my future? How might this be helping me become the person that I've asked to become? How might this be strengthening me? Searching for the lessons and the gifts in everything that happens by asking better questions. In the book, he says, every question is an invitation to look in a particular direction. Where do you want your attention to go? Because the questions you ask will lead you in a certain direction. Lesson number 5, and this one has got to be my favorite because it is so easily practiced and it is so powerful. You can change your emotions by changing your physiology. Like, do it right now. Sit up taller, stand up taller, breathe deeper, shoulders down and back, open up through the chest, expand through the rib cage, the diaphragm, the belly. Take the deepest breath you've taken all day long, fully filling the lungs from the bottom up. And exhale, let it go. When we stand differently, when we breathe differently, when we walk with confidence, even if we don't have confidence, we actually change our mood, we change our chemistry in our body, and therefore, over time, you change how you feel about yourself, and you change the way you show up in the world. Here's an interesting quote from the book. Returning to a pattern of calm abdominal breathing has a powerful calming effect, and for this reason, is so useful when something happens which imbalances us. Change your breathing and you can change your life, literally. If you take nothing else from this video, let it be that. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that you will start implementing one or multiple of these lessons into your life so that you can reinvent yourself. Talk to you guys next time. Bye.